Yeah. Two DJs in the mic, what's the vibe tonight? Talking issues, dropping gems, keep the game airtight. Spin it, flip it, mix it, fix it, yo, we here to ignite. Yeah. Hands on the decks, but the crowd don't move. Blame the DJ, not check the groove. Playlist stale, need some brand new. Crates full of dust, man, what you tryna prove? Yeah. Clubs want cheap, DJs want respect. Promoters cutting corners, man, the scene's a wreck. Yeah. Sink or scratch, doesn't matter the tech. It's about the energy, not the brand on the deck. Two DJs in the mic, turn the dark to the light. Dropping wisdom, spinning truth, get the balance just right. Two DJs in the mic, elevate, take flight. Fix the game, spark the flame, keep the future in sight. Yeah.
All right. Day 2, or should we say 2.5, since we had a Sunday night party.
A 0.5.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're here with one of our favorites on day 2 at Midwest Live DJs, and that's none other than the great DJ Axcess with all the access.
That's right. Thank you, gentlemen, for having me. Finally, I snuck in. I saw you guys didn't have a guest, so thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
Oh, you know,
it's the normal routine for us. We sit down in these chairs and we just talk to people all day, and we're glad to have you on, man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk. What are we talking about today?
Well, first, I'm going to ask my first question.
Yeah.
How was it to be, on stage DJ at Pittsburgh? How was that?
Oh, it was great, man. It was fun. It was something that was on my bucket list as a DJ, where it's one I'm trying to kind of check all the boxes. Like, okay, maybe not radio, but everything else I want to at least have a little bit of experience in. So that on stage DJ, I've always had like a folder. I call it dope-ish. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse, but it's called dope-ish, and it's stuff you can never play to like a lay crowd. But if I'm in a room full of DJs and I want to show them something, maybe
you did.
Like, where did you get that?
You did. I heard some funky remixes.
Oh, yeah.
And some mashups.
Yeah, I did a couple of Shazam.
Exactly. That's exactly what I want.
You did your thing. So what else is on your bucket list then?
What else is on
Seems
my
like
bucket
you've done
list?
everything. You spoke. You've been in the contest, and you're on stage. So what else? Give me this bucket list. What else is on there?
I do want to win a conference DJ battle, so that's definitely on the list. And then as far as conferences, I want to speak. I want to be on the with the Jack Christians, the Nate Acostas, the Nick Spinellis, where you see them at every conference doing something. I want to kind of solidify myself as one of those guys. Maybe not in the next year or so, but I think it's coming. Where
I think you were on your way. On your way, because your content was golden. And then I don't know if my algorithm said, you know how it is, but you're not doing as much content as you was before, right?
It's interesting you said, because I'm doing probably more content than I've ever done before. Man, you're right, man. The algorithm
it's changed, because I used to see all your stuff.
You got to stop following all those bikini models, man. they topping my content.
Hey, stay out of my.
Don't call him out. Don't put him out there like that.
But no, it's just. But no, you were putting out some great stuff, and I'm gonna jump back in the algorithms take me back to Axcess.
I will say about
this,
I'll
be there now.
With my content, it's I've always struggled with this. It's like I don't know whether I want to make my content for DJs or whether I want to make it for my clients, or whether it's an amalgamation of both, and then I have to put my coaching stuff in there. So it's or the stuff to just get me followers, like the mashups at the live, or the reactions at the club, where that gets you the followers. But then now I got to speak to the clients, make sure there's stuff on there for them, and then I want to do stuff like this for DJs. So make it so maybe 33% of the content really only speaks to JP and Mike.
So maybe do this: have a business page with your DJ company, and do all your stuff for your clients there, and then your DJ stuff like you want to do for us, just do it on your page.
So, but I've thought about that, and then the question becomes, how do I make the split? Do I say, hey, everyone go follow my DJ Axcess Entertainment page, and that's my company page? Or do I, and then now I'm making 2 pieces of content every day? Because I could probably do it. I can do it if I put my mind to it, but do I want to spend now? Am I really a DJ, or am I a content creator?
Just put it all in one place then, because then you might inspire some couple or some young person that watching you to be a DJ. And not only is he giving stuff to us, he's giving stuff for you too. But go ahead, Mike. I know you got some burning to get out over there.
Oh, I'm patient.
No, you're not. But go
I'm
ahead.
on.
Yeah.
So this
Too
comes
patient.
with more than just a question.
Mhm.
I think one of the problems that we have is we don't find the way to just be us, because sometimes us is good enough to fit all of, or to check off all of those boxes.
Sure.
Instead of, I'm gonna separate this and go over here. Why not just be Access and realize that Access has many parts
Mhm.
and just be Access? One of the things that I appreciate about some of these other guys, they're just being them,
Right.
and they have sold themselves to us.
Mhm.
And with that, it's like, man, he's business, but man, he's a fool too.
Because a lot of those brides like the silliness and stuff too. Like
Mhm.
Nick Spinelli, he's just Nick Spinelli, and it's for us and for them in a combo way.
Yes. So why not just be Access?
That's a great one, Mike. Wow.
I know you don't have an answer for that,
No.
but go ahead.
In my head, what I'm thinking is I'm wondering, like, okay, maybe what is causing Mike to ask that question? Because I really do believe that you're getting me every time that I turn on the camera, every time I DJ, every time that I'm on stage. And when I think about like people who are truly authentic to themselves, it is the guys like Nick Spinelli and Jack Christian. Whether I see him on stage, whether we're at dinner, whether we're hanging out at a party, I get the same Jack Christian, I get the same Nick Spinelli. And so I'm wondering, what am I doing that makes Mike ask me that question? Because while I feel like I'm always Access, there's different levels, right? At a show, I'm the most, I'm the not highest level, but I'm an elevated version of myself. I'm working. You're not just gonna get like chill Mike. You guys see me. I'm not silly, right? I'm very chill.
You're
whatever
very
it is,
level-headed.
So when I'm on stage, you're getting the highest level of energy from me.
Yeah,
But
break
I'm curious,
dance.
Mike. Yeah. I do. I used to.
Sure, I know.
I'm wondering why. Where maybe you don't get access from me all the time.
I'm just listening to you. I'm listening to what you're saying in regards to how can I do this, and that's telling me that you're making a difference. Instead of saying, you know what, no, you're just gonna get me.
Yeah.
And this is all of the parts that come to me.
Yeah.
And when I look at all of these other, some of these success stories, we sat down with Jedi. Hell, he's himself.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's where I think some of us miss out on that, because we think we have to go above and beyond ourselves and just be you. And you are good enough. Whether it's the hyperactive guy, whether it's the chill, the in between, the savant, whatever it is, you are good enough.
Yeah. I feel that way. I feel like everything that's like on my bucket list is achievable and probably achievable within the next 5 years, and I'll have to make a new bucket list. So
that's good.
Yeah. So I'll have to think about that. I'm going to rewatch this and really think about that, and maybe look at some of my content and see, okay, where can I be more authentic?
And I would say this too, in regards to what you said about wanting to be on stage and teach and all of that. I don't think the time is later. I think the time is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's, and not saying this is you, but I think some of us, we look for this perfect situation, and there's no such thing. There's always room to improve. And sometimes what we do is that perfect situation means that the window closed.
Right.
Because the perfect situation was imperfect. And it was just, hey, you have what it takes, just go. And I think that time is now, because to me, you're just as educated, just as witty, and have just as much to offer as other people.
And I agree with you. So where I look at, when I say like I see it coming, it's because I haven't done enough on whether it's the content side or the networking side or the just skill side, to where the people who are picking these these speakers, these presenters see me as an option. So I've already done the Pittsburgh DJ Summit. I've done some ILEA events, which is similar to like a WIPA, but now it's just a matter of getting in front of the people who are booking at these other shows that I can do, the wedding MBAs, the Midwest, the DJs Assemble. So it's coming, and I just feel like the more I do my educational content and the better I get and the more I network, it's coming.
Oh yes,
you're right.
Yes.
But I feel like it reminds me of when I was like a younger DJ and I would book like these big, 2,000 person shows, big music festival. And I look back now, I was like, I wasn't ready for that. I mean, I did a great job, but when I think about where I am now, it's like I would be way more ready now than I was back then. So it gets to your point, Mike, about like, it's if the time is perfect, it's already passed. Like the time is perfect when it happens,
Yes.
when it's offered to you.
Mm-hmm. Because it's like, okay, I wasn't ready like I feel like I am now, but that allowed me to get to where I am now.
Right. Sometimes you just got to get thrown in the fire, right?
Oh, man. Yeah, the fire does a good thing.
Wow. Okay. That was really good. I like that. That's strong, Mike. I like that. That was good. That was education. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Patience pays off with the
Yeah, man, that was good. But we all like. I wanted to get on stage and be a speaker and all of that stuff too, man. And then my wife told me, you know what? When the podcast started doing, she said maybe it wasn't for you to give yours to stage, but to do it through the podcast. And I was like, man, thought about it. But then it's funny now. Somebody just presented me and asked me to put together a deck. They want me to speak at one of the conferences coming up. So you don't know, and you just don't know. You just have to ride the wave and just do what's in front of you. And whenever opportunities come up, make the most of them and capture that footage. Like you said, if you're speaking at home, make sure you get that footage so you can share it with somebody when that time comes up.
What topic you gonna present on?
And that's what everybody says. What are we passionate about? Man, I'm passionate about this whole damn industry, but I don't. But he broke it down for me and gave me where I needed to go. So I know what I'm going to speak. Oh, now it's going to be on. I just went to Goldman Sachs, and my project was to add AV in a small capacity to my company. So that's what I'm going to speak on, us getting AV work on the weekdays and doing things. So it's funny now that every time you turn around, there's a new AV thing popping up for us to do, me and Mike, or, the company. We've been doing a lot of AV stuff, man. So it's really funny. And I'm not doing any more advertising. I'm not doing anything.
Just how things happen.
I just think I've told a few more people, and now, I did a conference for Oklahoma University a couple of days ago. We did
the referee symposium for Dallas Cup.
Yeah, so 4 hours of referees just talking. We learned so much about FIFA.
Soccer,
I'm ready to go play.
Oh yeah, I can go referee
soccer.
soccer.
Coming, man.
Yeah, well, it's coming to Dallas, so
Yeah,
we're gonna have 9 matches. I mean, this is things he was talking about. If the ball is just got the fingertip on the ball, that's it. It was so much, man. And the guy Malcolm, shout out to Malcolm. He was
Ramsey.
Those guys were so good, man. It was all the FIFA reps, and then they had a guy he refereed some stuff. He got elevated to FIFA, so it was just cool to meet all those guys and listen to a whole room full of reps talking about it. Because you know how we think they're biased and things. No, they're not. They're just doing the best they can with what they see. And that main referee, he's depending on those guys on the side too to help. But we're not here to talk about FIFA.
I was gonna say that sounds like what you want to talk about.
It was just good. But most conferences, I'm checked out. I'm just turning microphones on and off. With those guys, we paid attention for the whole 4 hours. It was that good. Yeah. So. Yeah, but FIFA's coming to Dallas, so the more we know about it, the more we can interact with the situation.
So for you, Mike, what's
your time?
What have you got out of this show thus far? What is the takeaway?
I'm so glad you asked me that, Mike, because I just had one of the best conversations I've had at a conference in a long time. So let me take you back to the party last night. And I thought I recognized the judge who was doing his thing, and then
White
got
Shadow
on the mic. Yeah, White Shadow, right?
Yeah.
And JP, I was looking for him after. That's how I ran into you.
Man.
So I listened to DJ Strategy.
It just showed. Watch the show tonight. White Shadow's already
he was
here.
here.
Yeah, he was in that
great,
chair.
great, man. So you guys already know.
That cat, man.
For those of you who are watching just this one,
For
those of you watching this one, DJ Strategy has a podcast, Party with Strategy podcast, one of my favorite DJ podcasts out there from Chicago. He's in a trio called Disconnect, worked with Heavy and White Shadow, and they always allude to White Shadow as having this very Yoda, having this very like wise, like
Oh, yeah.
you don't understand what he says in the moment, but 5 years later you'll be like, oh, that's what he was talking about. And I love people like that.
I can see that with White Shadow too, man.
We had a yoga moment.
Yeah,
a
he
yoga
had some
moment.
yoga
A lot
moments
of
with- yeah, he
we
was
was
real-
over here meditating.
Yeah, exactly. And those are my favorite characters in movies, the Mr. Miyagi's, the Yoda. So I was looking for him after the show, and oh man, he might have left. And I just happened to be walking to one of the exhibit halls, and I see him sitting there. And I was like, "Thank you, let's go." So I just sat down. I was only expecting like 5 minutes. We probably talked for a half hour.
No, he's a
about
good
Oh,
guy.
man.
just the how he was able to grow this artist, and the what's going on in the DJ community as far as we have no advocacy. And of course that led into Set Space, so I'm sure he talked to you
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
about.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things that I thought was cool is I thought it was going to be a very like him talking, me listening, and
no.
just
It was a
having that type of
conversation.
yeah, and it was
Okay.
a great conversation.
It's on our podcast coming up, but talk to Lance LG about. He just reached out to him on Instagram. Next thing, Lance is traveling around with him now,
Yeah,
as because he's just that kind of guy, and he's pouring into Lance and helping Lance. And oh my
Great
God,
guy.
yeah,
Great
it's, like I said, I told Mike, there's people that sit in this chair that he always tell me I want to put him in my luggage and take him home with. He's on that category.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys I like to just put in the suitcase, take home, study, then send it back.
so I was just so excited to have that conversation and
Yes.
learn what he's doing with Set Space, and it turned into, because you guys kind of probably heard on the it was a very elongated explanation of how he got to Set Space,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And so it kind of became, okay, one of my superpowers is how do you condense a message, right? And so we were talking about that, and it was cool because like I said, I thought it was going to be this very one-way conversation,
Nope.
and it was very two-way. Like he's asking stuff about like what I do and how I can help, and that was awesome just to like come in as like a student and then become a peer throughout like a 15 to 30 minute conversation. That was awesome.
No, that's good, man. And it's those type of situations that make you fall back in love with what we do.
Yes, that's why we come to conferences.
Yes, because it's easy to see people like that and feel like they're not reachable because society has kind of built this, thing for us. And you're just reminded that, man, he's a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
thinks and feels, or she thinks and feels the same way I do.
Strengths
That-
and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yes. And that, why am I devaluing myself? I'm here because I belong here.
Mhm.
And
No.
to think that he's all the way up here,
Mhm.
and he said, "Did he talk to you?" It's in the podcast. He said, "I made it." No, I didn't. I ain't made it. I'm still going.
Yeah.
But I mean, just him trying to come back and fix an industry that he sees is broken, where entry level is so easy. Not that he wants to make the entry level harder, but he just wants you to meet some things, some criteria.
And he
before
wants you
get
to
in.
know
What you're doing.
how
Oh,
to
man.
differentiate between the person down here and the person up here, how to give that person value.
Mhm.
Because we're looked at, you just play music,
All of us in
right?
the same little bucket, and
Yeah.
he wants to put something.
And
on it.
Jana said, he said something
man.
yesterday
Oh,
that he
yes.
said that was very offensive to him. That kind of fits that. He said, I hate when people come up, hey man, can I get that playlist? You're like, dude, you think I'm playing a playlist?
Yeah. Ouch.
You are the playlist.
That-
Because I'm going off of what you're doing, your energy and how you're shaping
Yeah.
the room. No, Jana was really good. That's going to be another great interview that we post. too
Great
next
interview.
week. But White Shadow, man, I'm telling y'all, you need to see this tonight.
watch the whole.
Yeah, or go back and watch it. We'll put the link in this show with Axcess, man.
Just binge it. Just
Yeah,
the
so I'm
whole
glad- yeah.
2 DJs, 1 mic. Just binge all of it. Spend a day.
But just think about this. This goes into what we say: the best conversations are had in the networking, where you get to touch these individuals
Always.
that you see online. And some of them are right here. Some of them are super approachable and just have great conversations with you. But yeah, man, White Shadow is.
And this is something too that I want you to think about.
Mhm.
Just like how that felt for you to talk with him, somebody is looking forward to talking to you.
Yes, has some of those conversations as well. And I think they're surprised at how many questions I ask them. Because I think that they think I'm going to do all the talking, and I've always felt that the more you learn, the more I learn about other people, like the better I can connect, right? People like in general, people like to talk. Yeah. So maybe I'm not doing a good job of like giving them like exactly what they want, but usually if I ask them what's important to them, what their favorite part of the conference was, or what they're working on, I can usually find something to talk about that's actually helpful to them rather than me just saying nonsense.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. So it's been good. That's funny though. The good one thing he's got, networking. Yeah. But have you got anything out of classes you're gonna take back, maybe implement, use?
Yeah, sure. Let me look at my notes real quick. By the
I
way,
love it.
Taking
if you
notes.
guys want the real tip, this is Applaud AI. There's a bunch of this one. This is the one that I like, but at a DJ conference, this is invaluable. So I can just turn it on and listen, maybe write down a few notes, but this is going to get a summary. I can tell it exactly how to do it, speaker names. I want key takeaways next, and then I want a summary of the presentation so that I can go back and watch it, write a blog post, for some more content. But yeah, let's see what my takeaways
What is the name of this again?
This is Applaud, but there's a million different, just look at
And
AI
what's the price? What's the price?
This one's $150. I think they have them for $100, but this has like 4 microphones on it, a little bit faster transfer. So I went with that one. There's the smaller version you can put on like a necklace or a watch. So let's say, you guys have great conversations all the time. Boom. And you know what's funny? When I was talking to White Shadow, I had my hand in my pocket going to turn it on. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. And I regret it. Because sometimes it's weird. If you have a one-on-one conversation, speakers, it's different. One-on-one conversation, I have to be like, hey, can I record this? And then have people maybe act a little bit different when they're recording. So I decided not to turn it on. But for when there's a presenter, it's really nice. But in my notes,
even the young fellow has respect for individuals.
I got to, man.
But dang, man, because you probably missed some stuff in there that you really wanted to hear. I'm just glad we were able to record the whole thing because Mike kept jumping. I said, no, I got to get my points in. I need to ask this question, that question. And he was kind and gracious. He probably did an hour and something.
Wow.
So, yeah. So it was a long.
I'm not
58 minutes.
you get
Well, we don't want you to miss lunch.
Yeah. That honestly though, I haven't done this morning. So Icon, I think, has had my favorite presentation. No shade to anybody else, but
really,
yeah, just he was talking about branding a lot, and it just spoke to me because that's where I'm at right now. I have this branding document that I've been working on, and it was supposed to be this thing that I did once, and now I can just feed it into ChatGPT, or I can reference it, but now it's like every week when I'm putting out content, I'm like, oh, that is a part of my brand. I'm going to go edit this. Oh, this is something I want to talk about more. Oh, this wedding client talked about how the reason they found me is because I was opener for Post Malone. If you go to my website, I don't mention any of that. Like the people I perform with, they're not anywhere on my website. And that's probably one of the best ways to get this dude's be open for Post Malone, Chainsmokers, Nora on Pure, Claptone, like Skrillex.
So why are you not mentioning that, sir?
That's the question. So I'm
asking you why. Why are you not using it?
I think there's a little bit of why am I attaching my success to other people?
But that's part of your success, getting the opportunity to just even be in that same arena.
And that's
think about the line of DJs that would be, hey, David was just talking about he was supposed to open for Kid Capri, Keith Sweat, that tour that's out. But Kid Capri brought his own opening DJ, so he thought he had totally lost everything. He ended up playing between Kid Capri and the next act and Sweat and all of those. So he got another opportunity anyway. But man, if I open for Mike, I'm gonna tell somebody I open for Mike. Wow, man.
I'm making those corrections.
But how did she find it though? Yeah. How did she end up knowing
through my Instagram? So I'm talking about that stuff on Instagram, but it's not on the website.
Okay.
Right?
Well, website, Instagram. A lot of brides are gonna go check that, but yeah, that's got to be out there. Man.
I'm working on it.
It's inspirational.
Yeah. Some accomplishment. List of accomplishments 2027. Hey, or 2025. I opened for this.
And you touch on a good point, and I just want to throw this in. Sometimes we feel like we're being arrogant or prideful.
Yeah, 100%.
And there's a thin line between that, but we have to learn how to appreciate our accomplishments. And we have to define what that means.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't know what that means, and we haven't defined it. And in saying that, we have to also realize that our example is an example for someone else.
Yes.
So when we don't give that, we're hurting somebody else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
I'm thinking about that right now. Wow.
Yeah. So because somebody else could be trying to get in that door, and you have a key, or you've been in there, so you can tell them how it is to be in that room.
Yeah, and it's like, a friend told me years ago. He said life is like a movie. The camera is always rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So somebody's always watching us and learning from us.
Yeah. Good or bad.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Hopefully good.
And so if we're not putting that example out there and feeling like, oh, I just got to hide, I can't show. No. We should all be an open book. Because when it comes to it, you really can't hide anything. We believe in God. It's all seen anyway.
Yeah. That was one of the other things that Icon said. It says
gatekeeper.
Gatekeeping. Yeah.
That is horrible.
I'm telling you, White Shadow talked about all of that too. He said, I hate the gatekeepers and the people that are trying to keep you down. And somebody, I don't know if it was you, Mike, or somebody said the thing about we all just worried about the other person might be better than us. Man, like my DJs now, hell, I tell them I want you to be better than me. So when I send you out, I want you to be better than me, so that they call for you, and I can sit at home and make money while you working.
And I know this is gonna sound weird coming from someone who does battle DJs, but there's no better DJ, guys. There's great fit. I even in however many people watched that battle last night, and you're gonna have probably 4 different winners, right? So it's better is not a word I like to use with DJ. I like to use fit. This was DJ was a great fit for the crowd. This DJ is a great technical DJ, but like better and best, I really struggled to do that. In fact, I had a coaching student talk to me about that, where he was asking, he's like, oh, I'm like a 3 out of 5 stars and you're like a 5 out of 5 stars. And I'm like, no, you can't think like that. You have to believe that your business is a 5 out of 5 stars for your target client. He does a lot of disco house, and he's kind of going into weddings as this is a way to make money, because there's not a lot of money in the shows that he's doing with disco and disco house. And I said, you're a 5 out of 5 star DJ for the people who love disco, who love people of disco house, for the people who can't, who can afford a $2,000 DJ and can't afford a $5,000 DJ. So every time I hear better with regards to a DJ, like it's not like it's cringe, bad or anything, but I get a little twitch here, like I don't want to hear that.
Well, hey, we do understand, brother.
Sometimes there's just a better way of looking at it. You said, you're not an arrogant guy.
No.
Or prideful, or I'm not going to use the word prideful. You're not arrogant. So I think anything that resembles that.
Yeah, I'm going to shy away from sure.
And the beauty of it, man, is when we can just look at each other and learn from each other, man, it just makes it so much better for us. So I love it. I love the perspective. But saying all of that, what is another one of your takeaways? What is something else? Because I saw that you had a very
broad.
The notes were,
Oh man, I gotta talk to my lawyer, man, because I just had her do my legal stuff.
That lawyer? Yes. Oh man,
and I was like, I just paid someone about this.
We had her too.
Man.
It was
really good, bro.
Yeah. You gonna want to listen to that too?
Yeah. So I'm like, I just paid someone about it. How this is maybe my complete misunderstanding of law. You can walk in to, you would think that a judicial system would be like the same throughout. You'd want consistency throughout, and that is not like at every point where I'm trying to do something with legal or judges or this or that. It just seems like there's different rules and different playbooks for everybody who walks in there, depending on who your lawyer is, who you are, what your status is. Like it's just insane. So now I gotta have that conversation. Like, this is what I've just paid you for all this. Now we're talking about it again. Come on.
Yeah, man. She was really good, and she was so bubbly. It was unreal, and how nice she was, and just as from a lawyer, dealing with lawyers' perspective, very serious. I mean, not wealth of knowledge. Gave the information, just put it out there. She was really, really good, man. I enjoyed that.
And I think there's a skill to knowing how to present or how to talk to DJs. We're different. Like I don't think anyone are like DJs are different people to talk to. I think you find it at the conferences, you find it everywhere. So a presenter that maybe doesn't come from our world but has spent enough time with DJs to know how to talk to us, what jokes we laugh at, and what's like our language and how we talk to each other. I think it's really important. She did a wonderful job of that.
Yeah. She definitely know I love language.
Yeah. Well, but she's an entertainment lawyer, corporate lawyer. So she was kind of in the, she understands from an entertainment perspective, but she was she was really good. She was worth the price of admission.
Yeah, agreed.
And then for her to stumble over here by mistake yesterday and sit down with us 45 minutes, she was, Bill Herman brought her this way. So
it's a welcoming environment.
Oh my gosh, she was she was funny too, man. I enjoyed talking to Caroline.
So what was something that she said that really just
you got to go change.
hit you in the gut?
This is the part that made me the most mad. So when I had my original contract, I used reservation fee as my deposit, right? Because deposit, it's kind of loosey-goosey, whatever, and people don't like using deposit. And then I was using reservation fee, and then my lawyer said, no, we should be using deposit. It's more consistent. And I was like, you're the lawyer, cool. And then I find out that she's using non-refundable retainer, which is basically a reservation. It says the same thing, right? That you are paying to reserve me for this date. That's the reservation fee. You are paying a retainer, and it is non-refundable. It's kind of the same thing, right? I think reservation fee makes more sense. But again, she's
that
the lawyer.
word retainer.
She really explained it yesterday, man. She
carries a whole nother
thing.
But I want you to think about this. What do lawyers say when you pay them? It is a what?
A retainer
fee. For a lawyer. So
wait.
She explained it just as simple as that yesterday. She said,
so
what do we
why
do?
Do they use
what do we
that?
get? We get retainer fee. A non-retainer fee. Non-refundable. I mean, because me, I got all these questions because I got all kind of stuff, and we were talking about retainer fees, refunds, and then I had heard this at another conference too. Do you think if you have somebody hasn't paid you in full, are you supposed to show up or not? Are you obligated to show up? No, it's not tough. She gave us the answer. No. You are obligated to show up because they have paid you half of some of the money. So you got to show up and perform, and then you can ask for the rest of your.
That's a great note.
Yeah.
Excuse me 1 minute.
Unless you have it defined in your contract, like in your terms and conditions about that. It has to be written
in the contract. Yeah. Really,
I would show up.
Really great interview, though. Man.
Oh yeah.
I'd be mad too, but I'm gonna show up too.
Yeah, I'm literally just to show and say, okay, anything happening? That's happened to me before. I had to show up to it was a private residence. They ghosted me after a certain amount of time, and I showed up to the residence with some gear. What didn't happen today? Nope.
Kept your money.
Yeah.
But she had some nuggets, some gems that she dropped on us yesterday, man. She was really good. And you're right, that probably was one of the I didn't get to hear Icon, but we definitely heard from her.
Yeah, and he's one of the people that I wanted to talk to.
Yeah.
I got a question to you both as well, and then I'll let you guys get out of it, or I'll let myself get out of here. And so when you get back from these shows, do you guys have maybe a checklist or like a priorities list, and like, okay, this is my takeaway from Midwest. I'm going to focus in on this. And what is that? Like, based on your conversation so far, what's the first thing you're doing when you get home when it comes to your DJ work?
Well, some I already started working on. I looked at it this morning. Contracts. I need to up because I have like retainer / deposit. So I'm going to get that out of there, and I'm going to put non-refundable on all my contracts and everything moving forward. Because somebody tried to challenge me on something last night. So there was a guy, I was doing a wedding, and he's at a small little outdoor venue, and I said, I already gave him a discount. He said, well, you said unlimited hours. I said, well, I gave you a huge discount because of where you at. Now, if you want to add another hour, I'm going to charge you more money. So he didn't argue with me anymore. He just went ahead and paid his money that I charged him. But people always want to challenge you on stuff. So you have to make sure you have everything in order to keep them from challenging you on these things, man, because they will, and they're going to find every little loophole. They like lawyers in disguise.
Yeah.
I think I can figure out something to get him on to get me, something for free or for less. So,
and now they got ChatGPT, so.
Yeah. And they'll run your contract through there and dissect it more. But that's good, you the lawyer. But yeah, reservation.
Well,
go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just saying for me, I'm going to make some changes to the contract. There's a couple of things that she said that I need to add.
Yeah.
And I need to change up some verbiage. But at the same time, one of the things that have stood out for me here is in regards to the example that we set.
Keep going.
I want to sharpen up even more on what I do and why, because of some conversations, some things that have been said to us since we've been here. A light bulb just clicked.
Yeah.
Like, people are watching you a lot more than what you think.
Yep.
When you say people, are you talking about clients, guests, vendors?
No, well,
everyone?
I'm only talking about peers right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm only talking about peers are watching you more than you think. And sometimes we get caught up in what we may look at as the normal people and what we consider to be the people that have done things that we want to do.
Sure.
And I just realized that, okay,
all of them are watching.
All of them are watching, and you are more important than what you think.
Yeah. So.
And in that just makes me want to hone in more and just be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, that's the best part of the conference.
Yes.
It's inspiration. It's
so real quick, I'm gonna throw this in so we're gonna let you get out of here. Shannon Tarrant, I don't know if you've ever heard her speak. Okay, so she sent me and Mike some. We're gonna have to dig it up, but this is what she told us as far as conferences.
And I'll share.
You take one item, insert it for those first 90 days, and then you have your other 3 and you pick from one of those. But if you get that first one done before, you can move on to the next one. But she said because you can't do 3 and 4 things unless they're small menial tasks. But she says take one thing, go back home and work on that, and then get your other 3 or 4 that you really know you need to work on and put them on a list and just give each one of them 90 days and work on them.
Yep. I make that real almost after every conference, is just try to tackle one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Afterwards, try to come in with an objective and then try to leave with one objective.
Yeah, there's one thing that we definitely know we can all, and contracts would definitely need to be upgraded, because I'm definitely going to put a clause in all of our contracts about if you don't pay, we have the right not to show up, or I'll ask Chad or somebody, or we got her information, I'll email her. How should I word this? Is this the proper wording that if you don't pay in full, we're not going to show up? We're going to put it in there. And then I'm going to change everything from retainer/deposit, because you always try to, because they talk in one language and we talk in another one, and you want to make sure they understand the language. But non-refundable deposit, retainer is how it's going.
If they don't understand if they can't define the words, it's not my fault.
And that's, again, I hate to beat this over again, but again, that makes no sense, because you would expect that you'd want your contract to be understandable by a lay person. Like, it should be it should be understandable by someone 18 or up.
The reason why I have deposit on there,
and most people don't know what a retainer is.
I know it, but the thing that makes perfect sense. But the reality, if those people sue you, it's not the regular person that's going to define or rule on that.
Oh my gosh! What?
It's that person that you say, hey, when you walk in here, it seems like there's a different rule every time. Okay, well, the different rule applies because we refuse to base our rules on their language.
Yep.
So I can't concern myself with that other person that signed. It has to be set up this way. If you don't understand the word, look it up in the dictionary or tell Chad or something to define it for you.
But We've had lawyers. We booked a lawyer. We did his wedding, and man, he went through our contract with a fine-tooth comb and made us change a whole bunch of stuff. And well, I don't feel like this is fair. I've had school districts go through them and hit them, and I left one changed because of a school district. They had some good points. They made great sense. But yeah, that's going to be my 90-day project to go back and upgrade all contracts to feature, those things that she said.
And then there's the question of how many clients of ours are actually reading the contract.
Oh.
Well, we still need to protect our name.
No, I'm just saying.
Know what
like,
I mean?
I'm not saying.
There's more than you think.
I would say 2 to 5%.
There's more than you think, even if it's just the first paragraph.
I know, but I'm saying that in that entire
you said
contract.
You need a 6-foot table in this corner,
Yeah,
in this
I know
much
it.
space.
They don't know that.
No, we have people that come back and tell us that.
Yeah,
I read, and then you bring your own table, or you're supplying this, or we need to supply it. I have a lot of my clients that read. When you're not dealing with Joe and Poo Poo and Pookie and Pooh Shiesty, you're dealing with William the Third, and I'm just because he's been
maybe
in the
if
news.
the planner was.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, most of the ones we do are planners, but I'm saying when you're dealing with those, they gonna look, or they gonna have somebody else look at it.
Well, if it's too, I don't know. That's the kind of, it can go anywhere. Sometimes you would think, well, if it's a certain amount of money, they're going to really read it. But there are some people that just.
But you just. No matter who it is, you just need to be. You just have.
They just feel like, oh yeah, he's good. Mm.
Yeah. You just need to have a foolproof contract.
All right, gentlemen. I got a date with Big Daddy.
All right. Well, we want to thank you for coming out, and thank you guys for joining us again.
DJ Axcess, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
All right, yeah.
In the mic, what's the vibe tonight? Talking issues, dropping gems, keep the game airtight. Spin it, flip it, mix it, fix it. Yo, we here to ignite. Yeah, hands on the decks, but the crowd don't move. Blend the DJ, now check the groove. Playlist still need something brand new. Crates full of dust, man, what you tryna prove? Clubs want cheap, DJs want respect. Promoters cutting corners, man, the scenes are wrecked. Yo, Sank or scratch, doesn't matter the tech. It's about the energy, not the brand on the deck. 2 DJs and a mic, turn the dark to the light. Dropping wisdom, spinning truth, get the balance just right. 2 DJs and a mic, elevate, take flight. Fix the game, spark the flame, keep the future in sight. Yeah. Fake followers and played streams. They chasing clout but killing dreams. Then he's playing politics, killing the scene. But we bring solutions, not just a meme. Pay the DJ, they the life of the spot. Don't let the boot get cold when the dance floor's hot. Respect the craft, don't reduce it to a bot. It's an art form, now they get the time forgot. Dynamite,